right, what's your name, age, and where do you hail from?
Hold on, these gnats are getting crazy.
Okay, what's your name, age, and where are you from?
My name is Brian Castillo. I'm 23. I'm from Placentia, California.
So how long have you been riding, and what type of riding did you begin with?
I've been riding for about 9 years, and I started out dirt jumping. I suck.
Did it say BC on your number plate?
No, it didn't.
What did it say?
69.
What does BC stand for?
Those are, that would be my initials. Doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure that out.
What about CHC?
CHC. I have no clue what you're talking about, Chris. I don't really know.
Captain Hardcore ring a bell?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, who is Captain Hardcore? I've heard you referred to as that.
I think it's Rooftop myself.
I noticed you have a little bit different riding style than everybody. What's the deal? You like riding by yourself, or?
Yeah, it's pretty much like back home. As soon as you start sessioning something, you just get busted, and then with a big group, everybody just stops and just looks at one rail, and I don't know. I'd much rather just keep going.
What do you think about that lusciously weighed guy?
I would prefer a naked girl over a naked guy acting like a girl. So
if you were stuck in Woodward Camp with nobody else except lusciously Wade, what would you do?
Probably kill him in the woods and leave him for the bears to eat him.
You recently started a bike company around. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
It's called Volume Bikes, and it's just been a dream of mine to start a company for a long time. And I always wanted to make bikes affordable and available. So that's pretty much that's my goal.
Who rides for Volume Bikes?
Right now it's just me, Jason Enns, Dave Perrick, Sean Ural.
Is there any plans for any signature frames anytime soon, or?
Jason Enns has a signature frame coming out pretty soon, hopefully.
How about the handlebars? What are the names of the handlebars for your Volume Bike company?
It's called the Mad Dog. It's a 4-piece. It's just like the S&M, what do they call it? The AD bar.
Look at this bar.
Is there any inspiration behind that name, Mad Dog?
It's Chris Moeller's nickname.
That's the Mad Dog bar. That's a dachshund right there.
Is Chris Moeller, is he endorsing this bar? That's what I hear on the street.
Yeah, he is. I think he is.
Is that what the bar's called?
Yeah, you like it?
I think it's all right.
So I'm assuming you guys are pretty tight?
Oh, we're tight as it gets.
Bros till the end?
Yeah, brothers for life, yeah.
Should have put a can of worms in that bar, because that's what you just opened, Castillo. We are going to have some fun with that, though. We really are. Now that I know you're open for a little sparring.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is. Look at this beam of light over here. That would look weird. We'll look like some sort of Star Trek movie, huh?
What is your current take on the contest situation?
Personally, I don't like them, but I don't like them for certain reasons because I get nervous in front of a crowd. And
Everybody seems to feel that you do well, and you would do well, and you could do well in contests, but you never seem to enter. Does that have to do with the TV cameras, or just the crowd, or what?
Pretty much everything around contests these days with all the cameras and just crazy stuff going on. I just get way too nervous, and then just not even worth it for me.
All right, if I went to your house right now and went in your stereo, what top 5 CDs would you have in your changer?
Metallica, Slayer, Guided by Voices, 3 Mile Pilot, and Moment of Truth.
Okay, boxers or brief, Castillo?
Boxers.
What type of riding do you affiliate yourself with mostly? I mean, I've seen you pretty much go off on dirt, street, ramp, everything. But which do you like to ride most?
Probably street, I guess. But I don't know. Anything you can't do is always good.
It seems like street riding is so one-sided now. Big rails, big gaps, and a bunch of idiots jumping off stuff. What do you think about that?
I would much rather see somebody use their head and be more creative, do something different rather than doing some handrail everybody's done a billion times.
How about dirt jumping? I don't think anyone's really ever seen you dirt jump very much, but I know that I went to Posh with you and you had no problems really. So I don't know, how often you dirt jump and where do you ride?
I have a dirt jumping spot right by my house, but it's nothing worth bragging about. So,
Brian, you frequently travel to Europe. What do you think about Europe? Do you enjoy yourself when you're over there? Or?
It's good, but it's no place like home.
What do you like about home as opposed to Europe?
Food.
What kind of food do you eat, Brian?
Fast food.
Fast food, fast women, fast cars?
Pretty much, yeah.
So what do you think of Brian Castillo?
I think he's a really, really, really great guy.
What is your favorite sweet food?
I don't know. Candy bars are always good.
What's up with your Cadbury egg addiction?
It's not addiction. It's just once a year the Cadburys come out and I enjoy 1 or 2.
1 or 2, Brian. You were eating them for lunch and dinner and breakfast and everything. You just kept eating them.
You know, I don't eat that many candy bars. It was just in the magazine, so everybody thinks I eat all this candy and everything, which is not true.
All right, when you go out street riding, do you take your cell phone with you? You know, you're doing some of these long lines and everything and moving from thing to things. What happens if you get a call in one of the middle of your lines?
I don't own a cell phone.
How do you feel about with all these big top name pros starting their own bike companies like Jimmy and Joe and Taj and you and FBM and all those guys? I mean, how do you feel about that, and where do you think your bike company stands as, to all this?
I think it's good everybody's starting their own bike companies just because just ride their own companies rather than having some, I don't know, just some rich man at the helm of the industry, Having really good pros do their own company, I think it's good for the sport.
With all the new bike company stuff, does that leave you any time much for the other stuff you enjoy, like music or art or anything?
Not really. I'd actually like to start painting more like I used to.
As I recall, you were supposed to paint me a picture, but you never did.
It's been pretty busy.
What other artistic things do you do?
I do photography and graphic design.
Who do you think would win in an arm wrestling tournament, you or Corey Anastasio?
Corey Anastasio.
Who are some people that have influenced you as far as riding goes?
Mostly just my friends back home, like George Smoot, Rooftop, Sean Butler.
A lot of people that don't know you think you're real quiet and stuff, but it seems that after some people get to know you, you're still kind of quiet, but
I had the last laugh.
suddenly you just break out and just start screaming stuff, and
I didn't do nothing to you, man.
I don't know, you're really funny sometimes. You'll be real quiet and then you just start freaking out about something.
I don't know, it seems like as soon as I get to know a person better, I start joking around with them a bit more.
Do you think you're crazy?
True!
Hi, Brian. When it comes to the ladies, what type of guy would you say you are? Would you say you're more of a...
Where do you think you stand with ladies, Castillo?
I don't stand with the ladies.
If you had the chance to go out with Brian, would you?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, if he doesn't think I'm too young,
So, Brian,
No, you gotta skip that. There's no way I'm gonna say that.
Do you think it's attractive?
Very.
How you feel when they touch you like this? Like how do you think about
They don't touch me like that.
they never touch you like that, like this?
Never. I know what you all want to hear, and I'm not gonna give it to you.
Did you get uncomfortable when those two girls were on you or what?
Yeah, kinda. When 7 of your guys are going, yeah, kiss him, we'll give you a free T-shirt. Yeah. It doesn't give you an ego boost at all, My mom's really gonna like this. Mike,
underwear,
I didn't do anything. You're the one that started this. You guys are idiots.
What do you think about you being a negative, salty bitch?
I don't think I'm salty. I think everybody around me is salty, so it brings out this salty side that I don't want out.
You haven't really had any big surgeries or anything, but you seem to be always pretty hurt, your shoulders or whatever. How are you healthy right now? Are you healthy now?
No, I think I bruised my ribs on this trip, but most injuries I had just with my shoulders, like breaking collarbones, separating shoulder, or whatever,
Nate Wessel, what do you think of Brian Castillo?
I think he's one of the most influential riders there is today, and he's influenced me a lot in street riding and every kind of riding, actually, ramp riding and dirt jumping and everything.
Was being a bicycle company owner what you wanted to do from the beginning?
No, not really. It just came along with everything else,
Is this what you plan to do for the rest of your life?
I hope not.
all right, Brian. About to wrap things up here. Is there anyone you want to thank?
Just anybody that's helped me out along the way, and they knew who they are, so that's about it.
You don't want to go in any more detail than that?
People know who they are, Chris.
All right, Brian. I guess that about wraps it up for the Brian Castillo interview. So, see you later.
This interview sucks.